first of all, this is Charlotte Wylie. Charlotte, we're glad to have you.
Thank you.
How long have you been in real estate? You've been
About 30 years.
30 years.
30 years.
Tell me in what capacity all 30 years.
Well, I started back in the early 90s. I'm originally from Maryland. I started as a receptionist for Champion Realty in Annapolis, Maryland.
Okay.
Downtown Annapolis, Main Street.
Residential or commercial?
They did both. And they're pretty big back there, back east. And it was right by the Naval Academy.
Do you still know anybody working there?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
You ever want to go back and work there?
No.
Your mom?
Well, I miss my family.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Oklahoma, I've been here since
Your mom,
1999.
your mom, what, is she still alive?
Yes, both my parents are still alive.
You're still alive. Okay, you were
Yes.
back there for, spend a month or two with them.
Yes, my mom
That was
had-
last year, wasn't it?
No, last November.
Okay. What was that all about?
My mom had surgery, so I went
Okay.
back to help take care of her.
Okay, all right.
So yes,
So when you came to Oklahoma, you stayed in real estate?
I did stay in real estate. Actually, I moved here with a car full of stuff and $300 in my pocket. And my first weekend here, I got a job working in a real estate office as a receptionist. And
Where was that?
it was for Michael Whittington Real Estate.
Okay.
And he had just started First Source Real Estate, and that's why
Okay.
they hired me, because I had real estate background.
How quickly did you get your license?
Probably within a year.
Okay.
Got my license, and then they did property management was their main thing for Michael Bittinger Real Estate, and First Source was residential. And as times change, now realtors basically do everything themselves, with posting on MLS and
What does everything themselves?
posting on MLS.
No, what'd you say? They do, what does it?
Realtors.
Okay.
Realtors do everything. Basically, they do things.
Your accent comes out every now and then.
John
Yeah.
says I have an accent too.
You do, yeah.
Okay.
It's not from here. And the only reason I notice it because I'm always looking for it. All right. So anyway, Michael Bittinger.
Michael Whittinger.
Okay.
Yes.
You were with him, and then
I was with him, and
Right.
actually I was with him for 20 years.
Okay.
And he mainly did property management. I did was receptionist, and then I moved up to accounts payable, and then I became his office manager.
Okay.
And I was, in the meantime, I was lucky enough to be able to sell real estate also.
Okay.
So I had the best of both worlds. And then was it 2019? I think I came and
Right.
spoke with you about
I think we spoke earlier. You took about a
we
year
did.
to come
It took me
around.
about a year because, it was a tough decision going from a guaranteed paycheck
Right.
to commission.
Right.
That's a lot to,
I get it.
and like you said, you got a budget and
Right.
get
Yeah, no, it's
finances
not a
just
good.
right.
It's a hard thing to do unless you've got somebody that's working and supporting
Right.
you. And
right. And John owns his own business, so it's it was tough. We're both commission based people now.
Okay.
So
You became your own realtor.
I became my own realtor
You were
full time. I think I had a really successful, what I consider successful first year as full time here in Oklahoma.
So you had your best year ever.
I had my best year ever, and then I don't know if I was looking for more or what I was looking for.
Right.
And we had this conversation
We
a
did.
couple times before I left Whittington Realty,
Right.
and then when I came back. I don't know what I was looking for, but I left for about 9 months.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and
And I was good with.
It was a smaller brokerage
Right,
that I
yeah.
went to, and I thought maybe that's what I was looking for a smaller brokerage, because Whittington had grown.
We were small.
You were small.
We were.
Yes.
And I still feel like we are small. Because I feel like I know everybody still. But you're right. It is different than it was.
So I did that for 9 months. I was to me, those 9 months I was successful. I had 2 major surgeries within those 9 months. So
Right.
for what I did, I think I did like $4 million total in sales.
While you were with them.
Well, a combination of total.
Right. You did 4 something last year.
Yes. And with 2 major surgeries, I think that was pretty good.
No, that's probably good.
So,
yeah. So what'd you learn when you left, or what was it that?
Well, what brought me back, what I like about Whittington Realty is that you guys bring vendors in to feed us the knowledge or give us the guidance on what's going out there in the real estate world, in the real estate industry. And I wasn't the other company did not provide that because they didn't see a need for that. But for me, I need what Whittington provided was bringing people in, giving us that information. So it's like basically here are the tools. What you do with them is your business.
Right.
But you do that so we can succeed in this business.
That's good.
And whether we use it or not,
Yeah.
that's our loss or our advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, I we had 2-3 different conversations prior to you leaving. I
Yes.
think the last time we actually met here at this building was before you decided to go do your thing. And I knew at that point you were gone.
Right, and I even
Yeah.
told you that, what I'm looking for might be staring me right in the face, and I
Right.
just don't see it. And
Right.
obviously it was.
Well, either way,
But-
I got to admit, though, that one kind of shook me a little bit. I'm not somebody to blame. I'm not going to say, well, she this, she that. I'm like, what is it that I personally did not do, or what was it that I didn't do right to give you whatever it was you needed?
Right.
And I'd kind of come to the conclusion, like, I don't think there was anything, and I hope that was maybe that was
No.
me justifying it later. I
No,
don't know.
and there was nothing. It's just and like I told you, I don't know what I was looking. I really don't truly know what I was looking for.
Right.
But I know what I needed and wasn't getting,
Uh-huh.
and that's why I came back.
Well, we're glad to have you back.
Thank you.
What's something about you, Charlotte, that nobody knows or that we don't know about you that you can share with us all?
Well, I thought about this. There's lots of stuff, but I was stuck in an elevator one time, and I was only like 3.5 feet off the main ground floor, so it's not
Could you
like.
open the door? Can you pull it open?
Well, the maintenance guy came and was like prying the door open, and I see this crowbar come in, and I'm like still on the phone with her, and I'm like, and so he like got it kind of open, but then it was like he just couldn't leave it open. He goes, well, I have to go to the roof. And then that's when I'm like, I'm really panicking here. And then I said, well, I'm okay as long as the lights stay on. Well, the lights went off, and then I just totally freaked out. And but somehow they got it. I think I went back down. They got it open, and I take the stairs from now on.
What's something that we do here at our brokerage that we need to keep doing or we can do for you to make you not get to that decision that you made a year and a half ago?
I mean, really just keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
By providing the CE classes. That is so convenient, having the vendors come in and getting CE as opposed to going somewhere else. That's just a huge convenience. For me, I don't know. I mean, maybe the other realtors think different, but I think that's a huge convenience for us. And just keep feeding us on what's going on in the real estate industry.
Anyway, we'll see you next week.